So back in July, I started a show called 4 Golden Nuggets because I wanted to sit down with amazing, incredible people that are doing incredible things and figure out exactly what it is that they're doing right, those little insights, tweaks, advice, and nuggets of motivation. And I want to share that with the world. I want to share that with people on YouTube and Facebook. So this is 4 Golden Nuggets, and today we got Cecil Cummins. He's in real estate. He's on the Real Estate Club Network, and we're going to talk about what it was like, what lessons he learned from bringing in Gary Vaynerchuk for that event that RECN hosted back in April. We're going to talk about why networking is the name of the game, why it's important and valuable, why real estate is the field to be in for funding your life's mission, and why it's important to have a life's mission and a purpose at all. This is 4 Golden Nuggets, and I gotta say, Cecil really brought the fire in this one. It's gonna be a great one, guys. Check it out.
I gotta grind, won't stop, hustle, won't quit, shine like no other, I be on some other shit. I got a high price lifestyle, super bad, if I want it, bet I got it, if I don't bet, all I gotta do is go, get, stay about my business.
Cecil Cummins, want to welcome Cecil to the show. Cecil is one of the founders of RECN. My first exposure to Cecil was seeing him on stage, bringing Gary Vee out. Phenomenal event back in April. I knew I had to get these guys on the show. So welcome to the show, man.
Thanks a lot, man. I'm excited to be here. I've watched a couple of the episodes. I love what you guys are doing. And if you haven't seen any of the episodes so far, go check them out. There's nuggets in each one of them. I mean, it is awesome.
I really appreciate you saying that, man. So our first and only rule here at 4 Golden Nuggets is don't be scared to be 1,000% honest and keep it real, man. Say how you feel.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So let's get right into it. So the first question is about going back to that event that happened in April with Gary Vee and David Osborn. What was it like, and what was the biggest lesson you learned from setting that goal of bringing them in to actually bringing them in?
Gosh, I mean, that's a great question. So for those of you who don't know, it started out with 8 of us in a room. Jared Dykes was actually the one who had made contact with Gary Vee over social media. Yeah. And we were just kind of sitting there and we said, can this happen? And it just kind of turned into, yes, it can. What do we need to do to make it happen? Yeah. And in 2.5 months, we made it happen. And then, day of, there was a whole lot of stuff that went wrong, and it was able to fix it. So your question was, what was one lesson that we took from that? Yeah. And I guess, okay, so here's a couple of lessons. Number 1, prepare for everything. Yeah. Make sure you have all of your I's dotted and your T's crossed. And that sounds like such a cliche, like surface level piece of advice, but it's not. And I say that because, day of, there was a lot of different things that we didn't prepare for that happened, and we didn't even expect to happen out of the blue. Like the Megatron not working, or the sound being messed up, and things like that. And
microphones.
Exactly. So we didn't even double check that, the day before. We just checked it morning of and found that out. And then the other thing is, make sure the people that you have helping you plan it and things like that are the right people, and they believe in the vision. Yeah. Because I know that, not necessarily on the RECN team, but some people that we had help us out didn't necessarily see the vision the same way we saw the vision, and so there was a lot of miscommunication back and forth on the planning of the event. So make sure the people that you're working with understand your vision for the event, and make sure you guys are aligned. That is huge.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal event for everybody involved. It was my second time at a motivational speaking event ever. First time seeing Gary Vee.
Nice.
So just hearing the work that went into that's really valuable advice, man.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So moving right along, second question is about RECN again. One of your core missions is to bring a group of like-minded people together for that core purpose of funding their life's dream through real estate. So why is networking important and valuable and crucial for success?
Absolutely. That's a great question for a number of reasons. Number 1, there's the old adage, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Yeah. And I really believe in that, but it's only partially true, I think. But it really isn't about what you do with who you know. And networking is powerful because you can do things much greater with other people. And I say that, and what I mean is, imagine, okay, I want to get into real estate investing, right? Yeah. So I could go and try to reinvent the wheel, right? I could say, okay, what needs to happen for real estate investing? Teach myself every single thing. Or I could just go to somebody who's already an experienced real estate investor, and I can say, help me. What should I know? Yeah. And how can I find my niche? And so networking is extremely important, right? And it's not about what you know, about who you know, because if you capitalize on who you know, right? Because it's more than just who you know, you have to capitalize on that, and you use that, you're resourceful, you're able to not have to reinvent the wheel and do something even crazier, like create the Tesla from a car instead of creating the wheel when you already have, you know, trucks out there.
Right, absolutely. So learning how to get what you want from people that already have it rather than trying to figure it out on your own and scratching your head.
Exactly, and you can figure it out on your own. I'm not saying you can't, but you can get there a lot faster
quicker.
and quicker. I mean, exactly, and you can find a lot more success that way.
Yeah, we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with.
Absolutely.
And millionaires, billionaires, like really successful, hardworking people have habits that we don't. So just spending time with those people naturally is going to drag you up to where they are.
Yeah, and you'll learn from them in the process.
Absolutely. So another one of RECN's core missions is to help people fund their dreams through real estate. So why is real estate such a powerful way to fund your life's dreams? Like, why is it a powerful way to make money?
Absolutely. Well, there's a lot of ways that you can make money, right? I mean, if you listen to Gary Vaynerchuk, to become wealthy, he says, all you have to do is find out something you're good at, master that craft.
Absolutely.
And you'll be able to become wealthy because of it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be real estate.
Yeah.
However, real estate is an incredible vehicle for building wealth for a number of reasons. It's easy to evaluate real estate, and it's very clear what the numbers put forth, and you can get greater returns in real estate and create passive income. Now, there's 4 things that real estate investing does for you. It has appreciation, it has debt pay down, you can create cash flow, and I forget the 4th, but it's important. And it's just because I'm on the spot here right now. But there's so many things that real estate investing can do for you. And so when I say I want people to be able to fund their life's mission through real estate investing and they want to follow their dreams, that's really hits close to home. My cousin Adam, if you're watching this, I think your art is incredible. But one thing that you are worried about is not being able to fund your life with your art, because you said there's not really many high-paying jobs with illustration. And I just think, man, what a shame, because you're such a beautiful artist. Like, imagine if you were able to master your craft day in and day out. Years down the road, you're going to be able to provide the world with incredible art. But if you have to get a day job just to support your hobby or your love of passion of art, you're going to do less and less art, you'll be more unhappy, and then you won't master that craft, and you won't be able to give back to the world. So that's my passion with RECN there. Now, your original question, I think, is why real estate investing, and it really just goes back to being able to create passive income so that you can do with your time what you want. You have that appreciation, that debt pay down, that cash flow, and that equity.
I love what you just said there. Real estate is an awesome way to make money just as a career, and if you're someone who's looking to invest, and what you said about passive income is so on point, man. I really do agree with you. It is the best way to fund what you actually want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got one last nugget for you. So back to that core mission of RECN, to fund your life's purpose. So why is it important to have a purpose, and what are some best ways to do that?
Gosh, well, that's a great question. Let's to make it more relatable, let's say, because a lot of people, I say life's mission, purpose, and things like that, and a lot of people will say, well, what does that even really mean? Right? Or live a big life. People say, what does that really mean? Well, think about it this way. If you're in a basketball game and you're playing your buddy one-on-one for $20, and the score is 10-10, and you're playing to 11, win by 2, you have a mission there to win by 2. And all of a sudden, when you understand the score and your mission is to beat your buddy for that $20 and bragging rights, all of a sudden you're driven and you're in that game more than ever before. Because you're determined to win, because you have that mission of beating your friend, getting bragging rights, winning that $20. So, is that the best analogy? Probably not. You could anybody watching this could probably think of 100 better. But it's important to have a life's mission and purpose, because that creates direction. And when you have direction and you know where you're going, everything else becomes easy or unnecessary. And what I mean by that is, if you create a North Star, your ultimate goal, every decision you make relates to, does this lead towards my North Star or not? And if it does not lead towards my North Star, I know it's not in alignment with my purpose and my mission, and I don't do it. and that makes making decisions easier. Now, why is that a good thing? Because I can create whatever vision I want, whatever North Star I want, and my purpose for getting there is my driving force.
Absolutely. I every day when I get into the office, I write down my goals down and my whys for those goals.
Absolutely.
And that gives me a better push than even coffee does.
Sure.
Or Kickstart or Red Bull, whatever.
Yeah, well, can I touch on that real quick for 30 seconds? Everybody says, Cecil, how do you have so much energy? Because I stopped drinking coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
I love
So you don't drink coffee at all?
Oh, I love coffee,
Uh-huh.
and I'll drink it, but it's not a habit. So, like, for example, I have a cup of coffee over there just because I like the taste of it, and I'll just have a cup. But I'll go weeks without having coffee, and then I'll go a week having coffee every day. It really just depends, but I never drink it for a habit. But anyway, people always say, how do you have so much energy? I do things that energize me. I do things that I love.
Yeah.
You know, that's all it takes. You literally will not be drained if you're just doing things that you love. But finish, because I cut you off.
Yeah, I love what you just said there. Passion and purpose are better than coffee or Adderall or Red Bull or anything else you can put in your body. I love that. And what you said before that about passion, about direction. You can't accomplish what you want without knowing what you want first.
Exactly. Yep. Perfect.
I think each of us were put here for a reason, man.
I think we were too.
And the one thing you got to do is to figure out what that is and go all in on it. You know, all successful people are mission-driven, purpose-driven. So Cecil, I want to thank you for your nuggets. I want to give you a fifth golden nugget.
Okay.
Bonus nugget today. If you could give everybody who's watching this one message, one motivational message, what would it be?
Here's my message. A lot of people out there think that, like, you know, creating a purpose and things like that is overrated. It's not for them. They can't do it. And the answer is, it's not for a specific type of person. You don't need to be driven or ambitious to have a purpose. Mm-hmm. You don't need to be in business to have a mission. I mean, you don't need to be like me or like Bo or like Brenton or like Ashley or like anybody else that's been on the show. Just to succeed or have a purpose like that. A purpose is for everybody.
Everybody.
You know, and so many people, they think that, you know, this purpose is not for them, or they're afraid of a big life, and so they settle for the ordinary, right? They say, well, I probably couldn't do all those big things, so I'll just do like normal stuff and I'll be fine with an ordinary life. Is there anything wrong with an ordinary life? No. But you know what? Wouldn't your life be so much bigger if you didn't have to settle for an ordinary life and it would rather be a choice? Right? Because there's a difference between choosing to have an ordinary life and settling for an ordinary life. And so I think anybody out there, no matter what walk of life you come from, no matter who your parents are, no matter what you're doing right now, no matter who your friends are, no matter what they say about you, you can literally accomplish anything. And creating a purpose for your life and a mission for your life will get you there. I promise you.
Phenomenal. I'm going to end it right there. Perfect. Cecil, thank you for being on the show. Keep up the good work. Keep grinding. Keep hustling, man.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Bill.